My name is JC and this is my G35 and my mission is to prove to you that this is the best drift car that you can buy right now. Cue the intro.
2 times 2 is 4. That's the Dominican goes below. Got really good spin like
Alright, so here's where we are now. In my quest in trying to save as much money as possible, I got gifted those 350Z dual caliper bracket from Brendan, and they should be the same as G35. Knuckle is similar and the bolt-on adapter kits are the same for G35 or 350Z, and we learned that it's not the same. So let's see. They are welded in right now. You can see. Shout out Glenn for doing that super quick, so we'll have to put that back. But the thing is, those brackets sits too low, so Glenn had to add a little bit of material in there, and we'll have to do a little bit of sketchy thing to be able to make it work. Like I said, a little bit sketchy, but it should work. This worked actually way too well. It was way too quick. We shaved down the diameter so the caliper doesn't sit on top of the disc. Since we didn't have light, we use a 400 horsepower 1JZ E46. If you want to see more of this car, we're going to take it fully apart and rebuild it during the winter. So there's going to be a lot of content coming up for that. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button. But for now, I think I shaved down enough. Let's call that a win. Also got these calipers from somebody from Facebook, 4 of them for $100, so it was a wicked deal. This one is cleaned up, but the other one's still disgusting, so we're gonna have to clean it up and make it look pretty again. Doesn't matter how well you paint the Casman, it always looks like ass. If you look closely behind me, there is a 600 horsepower 2JZ S13. But the reason why we're not working on this is the big money pit, unfortunately, and we need to keep our skill set sharp during the winters. We needed a car that was cheap on tire, that was cheap to fix, because I really don't want to put a lot of money into the G. We'll be able to drift at a low cost and be able to prioritize all our money on this. This is the reality of drifting. This is expensive as fuck to run, especially when it breaks. Like right now, we need to rebuild the engine, so that sucks. Buy and build the G cost me less than to fix this car right now. This is our next batch of mods. I don't know which one this is, because we ordered 2 sets. I think this one might be for Ophir. Alright, so we have a G35 / Nissan 350Z GK Tech angle kit adjustment. It's a V3, so it'll adjust your accurements as well. Comes with nice boots, so we can run in the winter. By the way, this is not a sponsored video at all. I wish it was, but instead we waited for Black Friday deals. So we have this for the G35 to make it as easy as possible to drift. And we got... well, there's nothing to really show for that one, but and we also got their full bolt-on hydro kit. So it comes with the master cylinder, the handle, the mounting plate, the lines, and usually it comes with the bracket and the axle spacers. But like I said, we try to keep it cheap as possible, and we reuse some parts that somebody didn't use. I'll try to film as much as possible, but we have a video to film tomorrow with this car that needs to be drifting. So shout out to GK Tech, because they were not supposed to arrive in time and they pulled some strings to make it happen. So big shout out to them. Oh yeah, and we also got a quadrillion fucking stickers. There's this much in every fucking box that we bought. So here's another tip for you if you're trying to build a car on budget: wait until Black Friday deal, so it makes up for a very expensive order very cheap. Master cylinder right here. It is the Flux brand that I never heard of. It works, it fucking works. So I'll try to give you my honest opinion. One thing I don't like is that there's fuck all instruction for assembling the hydro, but I'm pretty sure there is on their website, but I'm way too lazy to look, and usually I prefer paper, but that's just me. But one thing I actually like is they actually put some slot. I don't know if you can see it there. So they put some slot so you can angle the end brake position like this, which is actually pretty cool. I've never seen that before. That is actually really cool, and I'm pretty happy that there is, because I'm very picky where my handbrake sits. So what we're gonna do is slightly like loosely mount it so we can go sit in the car and position that bracket, and we're gonna be able to tighten all of them. Let's see how it fits in the car, and then we will be able to tighten those Allen keys. So like I said, we're in a bit of a rush, so for the next few hours we were rushing to get everything on the car right in time for the video, while Evan and Paul were bleeding the hydro, hammering, impacting, bleeding the hydro, checking for the angle, bleeding the hydro, making sure that everything was tight, double check everything, whatever Evan is doing, and bleeding the hydro.
2:30 in the fucking morning.
The video's orders are kind of whack, but it's done. So what does it do? It is a bit hard to see. So basically what does it do is this change your pickup point for your tie rod, which allows you to run longer tie rod, which gives you more travel from side to side, which adds up to more angle. We measured 35 degrees, I believe, on stock angle. So now we're gonna measure again and see how much we gain. I think we gain quite a good amount. Let's have a look. Okay, so right now I have the very janky angle measure. It's on the ground right now, so the point is to have it centered to the wheel so we can see actually how much degree the wheel can turn. So after reviewing the footage, we actually came bang on with what they advertised. Advertised 60 degrees, and we came at a whopping 60 degrees, pretty much bang on. Well, as close as you can get with this wet, soggy piece of cardboard with a ratchet strap and another piece of cardboard. 60 degrees is actually really good for a car like this that doesn't make much power. If you put too much angle, you're gonna start crab walking. You're not gonna be able to move forward with your angle, pretty much. Up next, what we have installed is this hydro right here. It is a pretty easy install. You gotta rip off the center console. You don't even have to drill holes, because I have the side mount ones, which honestly I thought was gonna hit my knee while I was driving, but it actually isn't. With the stock seat and with a race seat, and it actually goes into my calves with it. It doesn't hurt at all, but it's something I would keep in mind, that your leg is gonna definitely hit that. So pretty easy install. The line just fucking run under this and goes to the back, and then splits off and tees off and goes to the wheels. The plate is easy to install. Is you pop all of this, and you have the 4 bolts for the shifter booth, and you just put it right on. It's basically the same as every other hydro plate. I know by now a lot of you would have noticed it's pretty hard to hide. Kind of can say is the elephant in the room, but yes, I bought new seats for the G. So the next episode we'll get in details on that, and how this was a very cheap set of seat that we're gonna make nice again. So make sure you tune in for that. And right now we are gonna take our beautiful Drift Missile G35, and we're gonna try the angle kit and the hydro and see how much of a difference it makes, because you gotta remember, now we have the locking power of the rear wheels, which is actually very nice to have for tandeming and shit. And we have about 30 degrees more angle to play with. So let's see how that actually makes out. All right, so we're at one of our local racetracks. I'm gonna try to show you a little bit how it feels. There's a little bit of people, so we're not gonna go super crazy, but I'll do a couple quick drift to show you how does the angle kit feel and how does the handbrake feel. It's a mix of like ice and dirt right now, so it's a bit patchy, but nothing second gear can take. So like I said, the car is very more easier to handle. We have way much more angle than we used to have before. It is way much more controllable, even without coilovers. It's pretty hard to spin it out if you really need to try hard. Like I'm not even trying right now to throw a bunch of angle. You can see it's pretty controllable. So as for the kit itself, the kit drives very good. We'll insert some clips from Drift Mist to show you how the car reacts from the outside. Pretty easy to install. The only thing is that old Nissan tend to be stuck because this car is almost 20 years old by now. You need a lot of heat and fire to be able to get the tie rods off, and some of the castle nuts are stuck there. It takes a little bit of ingenuity to be able to take it out. It's nothing too crazy. For the handbrake, it's a pretty easy kit. My only complaint is that there is no physical instruction. I'm a very physical guy, I guess. But besides that, the kits work very good. We actually burst the line within the first day of owning that kit. We thought that the line was going to be tight enough that you don't need to hold it with nothing inside the wheel well. We should have probably checked it a bit better. Now we secured them. For what it's worth, these two upgrades make a big difference on how the car behaves and how fun it is to drift. I would totally recommend them. But next time we're gonna start doing some drivers upgrade. If you want to see that, make sure that you like and subscribe, and we're gonna see you in the next episode. See ya.
Got really good skin, I glow. Let 'em know